Alrighty, how's it going everybody? Texas Man here, going to be continuing playing through Starfield. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. If you guys would sub, it would be greatly appreciated. And have a good day.
Value to be found in looking back through history, provided one does not cling too tightly to it.
Take vandalism seriously here. You don't mess with history.
Hello. Don't mind me. I love talking with all.
Damn power's on the fritz again. Joyce always seems to need help.
I don't mind the tourists. They help the local economy.
Off-worlders always ask how I can live here. I wonder how they can live anywhere else. It's a little weird that people come here to see what early colony life was like. To me, it's just how we live.
Welcome to New Homestead.
It's one thing to learn about early colony.
Hello there. Welcome to the new Homestead Chunks. We got all your Chunks favorites. Well, almost all of them. Sadly, we're out of the special sauce. I know. But everything else is still that great Chunks food you know and love. So, what can I do for you? Well, people gotta eat, you know. But seriously, I think we're just starting to get with the times a little. And I can't think of a better restaurant than Chunks to usher that in. I think corporate just saw New Homestead as an untapped market. And the locals may not eat it, but the tourists love having a taste of home. Sure. What delicious Chunks food can I get for you? Just a reminder that the buy one, get one special is over. Thanks for visiting Chunks.
Welcome to Chunks. Please choose your chunks. Thanks for choosing Chunks. Which chunks would you like?
You sound so enthusiastic.
Did you see those wind turbines out there? Wow.
Well, what did we think of the tour?
Very informative. I didn't know about the methane harvesters before coming here.
The Brown Horse Tavern, huh? The food was better than I expected from a backwoods planet like this.
It has a quaint charm, doesn't it?
Just like the rest of New Homestead.
Well, I hope you'll come back and see us again sometime. And I hope you'll consider another Starsap tour. Tell your friends.
Bye, Will. Thanks again.
Excuse me, Bill. You've got to do a better job of keeping your tour groups out of trouble.
What do you mean?
That little boy almost wound up on my operating table. Claudio said he was playing with some of the machinery down by the mines and nearly got his arm stuck inside. It could have been ripped off.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know, kids, little troublemakers. I'll tell the guests to be more careful.
Damn right. You've got to do something. Or else next time it happens, I'm billing you personally.
Yeesh. Why, hello there! I'm Bill Starsap of Starsap Tours. Let me tell you, this place is full of history and interesting facts. For instance, did you know that New Homestead was one of the first colonies established outside of Earth? It's been populated in some capacity for over 200 years. Yes, sirree, and that's not science fiction, it's science fact. There's a lot more history where that came from. So what do you say? I've got an opening. I could take you on a tour right now if you'd like. Excellent! You won't regret it. My tours are one of a kind. Now, there's just the matter of price. The going rate for a genuine Starsap tour is only 100 credits. Great! Let's get this show on the road, eh? All right, so this is New Homestead's main concourse. This underground area didn't exist when the original outpost, Titan Astrobase, was finished in 2130. Follow me. We'll come back here by the end of the tour and talk about the museum collection.
I was hoping you could tell me some more about this exchange program.
Well, first, you should know that this isn't like any of the other tour services.
Try to be respectful of that. While the original inhabitants of the Titan Astrobase lived in pods like you saw up above, they transitioned down here when this section of the base was finished in 2144. Space is extremely limited, so you'll notice some overflow here, but more residences also exist on lower levels, which are inaccessible to tours. I'll stop at each of our destinations if you want to look around, or if you have any questions for me.
But my papa says it's just a bunch of junk food for tourists.
Have any questions so far? Alrighty. We'll be taking the residential elevator to the farms area on the surface level. This way, please. Let's leave these good people alone for now and go check out the farms. Follow me up the elevator.
Another tourist. Just do me a favor and stay out of trouble. It's hard enough dealing with our own sick and injured. Great! Another tourist. Let me guess. You slipped on the ice and need a doctor to wrap your sprained ankle? I appreciate that you're trying to set me at ease, but that might as well be the same. Sorry for how I responded. It's not you, it's me. I'm just frustrated about all the non-native people I need to treat when our own still need help. Anyway, what can I do for you? I don't. They make a mockery of New Homestead culture. And on top of it, they're reckless. It's like I said before, I feel like I'm treating them more often than our own people. Actually, maybe there is. I have an idea that may be best suited for someone relatively unknown, instead of myself. I've got a mountain of work and a reputation to maintain. So I bought a realistic monster costume. The plan was to wear it, scare tourists away, and start a rumor about terrible creatures living on Titan. I figure that once word gets around, tourism will take enough of a dive to give me some relief. Oh, good. I was hoping not to have to do it myself, so I'm glad to have a volunteer. Here's the costume. I think this will work best on the surface, so just find a group and run up to them, acting like a convincing alien monster. With any luck, they'll run screaming and book the next flight out of here. I'll treat you if you need it, but please try to be more careful around here.
That's the doctor's costume, isn't it? I saw when it was delivered. Sure is weird.
You get used to the methane processing smell after a while.
You'll never catch me.
Sure would be nice to get off-world sometime.
New Homestead's farms are the beating heart of the colony. Without them, the original outpost would have shriveled and died. These pods are sealed and climate controlled. Perfect environment for growing the hydroponic vegetation needed for survival in the early days of the colony.
Did you know that Earth had all sorts of cool animals? Actually, lots of planets do. But not this one. Sad, huh?
Any questions about the farms? Onward it is! We'll be stopping by the Brown Horse Tavern later in the tour, which uses many of these locally sourced ingredients in their cooking. But for now, it's just a short way to our next stop. Follow me!
Running this farm with my
Old
family for the
biolabs
sake
are
of our little
just on the other
colony is
side
one
of
the
this
greatest
building,
pleasures
believe it or
in
not.
life.
We'll step on through the hallway there. They're not in use anymore, but the colony has faithfully recreated them as a historical exhibit, true to the original purpose of the Titan Astrobase. Sadly, they're undergoing some light renovation. Otherwise, there'd be interactive activities for kids to learn about how they used to search for microbial life here.
New Homestead is a living history exhibit, but these are real people, so please be kind to them.
Pardon the dust, but I can still answer some questions about the old Titan Astrobase biolabs. You got it! On to our next stop! Next, we'll be heading outside, so make sure to check those seals on your suit because it's a bit chilly out there. We're going out into the frozen wastes of Titan to see what powers this planet.
We
Watch your
used to
step
get more
outside, by
tourists
the way.
than we do
The ice
these
can be
days.
slippery if you're not careful. The goal is to keep people out of Dr. Lakota's infirmary.
Don't stay outside for too long here on Titan. You will freeze solid without the proper protection. Hello?
Anyway, where were we? Oh, yes. Powering New Homestead. As you might imagine, generating energy was a real challenge back in the day because the technology was much more crude then. But crude or not, it was that technology that sustained the old Astro base. And it might surprise you to learn that the same technology is still working today. The interesting thing about this old colony is that it's mostly powered by clean, renewable energy. You'll see one of the methods used on the horizon up ahead. That's right, New Homestead's famous wind farms. This spot was chosen for the colony in part because of its constant winds. These turbines have been integral to the colony's function since its establishment as a cheap, mostly reliable source of electricity. So, let's talk about wind power, shall we? You're the boss. Let's go. Moving right along, we're going to learn about Titan's great natural resources. Titan is rich with hydrocarbons like methane and ethane. Surely you saw huge pools of this stuff on your descent into New Homestead. I like to think they add to the natural beauty of this world. Though, of course, stay away from them because, like anything beautiful, they can be dangerous. Just like my last ex-wife's pet. She had this gorgeous, I don't know what you'd call it, creature. The guy that sold it to her couldn't tell her what it was or where it was from. I don't think it was even a legal sell, to be honest. The thing was very easy on the eyes. Feathers, all the colors of the rainbow. Nasty bite, though. Wound up in the hospital and almost lost my hand. Still not enough for her to get rid of the dang thing. Anyway, there's a reason she's my ex-wife. But enough about me. We were talking about methane and other resources, right? Hey, can you believe it? Back in the 20th century on Earth, they used to fight wars over natural resources like this and petroleum. They had this whole moon here basically made of hydrocarbons in their own backyard. They just couldn't get to it. Incredible how far we've come. New Homestead is home to one of the oldest and largest methane processing plants in the settled system. Every year, UC engineers go through a painstaking, month-long maintenance process. That's how this place has remained operational as long as it has. I'm not going to take you too close to the machinery, liability and all, but I can still answer questions. Questions? Fire away. Okie dokie, artichokey. There will be time for more later anyway. So, this next stop is a bit of an interesting one. I only recently made it part of the tour. Fun fact, it's also the only natural landmark on the tour. What we're about to see is a glacial spire we affectionately call Emir's Horn. This colus used to be named after a character in a popular fantasy novel, but it was changed a couple hundred years ago to avoid any potential litigation. Now, what's a colus, you might say? Colus derives from the Latin word for hill, and scientists only gave names to groups of hills on a planet's surface. So in reality, the term you hear more often is the plural, coles, with an E. You probably don't hear it very often where you're from, because it was usually a term reserved for unexplored planets, back when they didn't have the technology to describe what they were seeing firsthand. Because of that, the term is much more common in the Sol system, but you may still hear it occasionally in reference to uncharted worlds. This planet's full of them, though, and they like to preserve that history here. here it is, Emir's horn. You're free to take a closer look if you like. Excellent. On to the next stop then. So, we're gonna head back inside through the methane processing plant. Try not to touch anything on your way. We want to make sure to respect Dr. Lakota's wishes to be safer around here. That brings me to another point. You'll notice the people around here have last names related to where their families originated from on Earth, as a way to remember the past. The museum curator, Maurice Leon, has more information about that if you're interested. You can find him inside the main concourse. Loves talking about it. You'll find most of the locals here are very friendly to tourists like yourself. Tourism is a major draw to this colony these days, and they respect that. Most of them are happy to talk at length about what they do here. Their rugged lifestyle is a point of pride for a lot of these folks. As it reaches the surface.
Those folks in Sidonia may be closer to Earth, but we do a better job preserving its traditions.
Careful. There are some dangerous areas around here that are not part of it.
Look, I know what I'm asking you to do is pretty silly, but I still think it's worth a shot. See, sometimes silly ideas are worth the effort. I'm just happy I was able to find someone willing to help with this ridiculous idea. Tell you what, if you want to come back later and do this for me a couple more times, I'll even let you keep the costume.
Did you know the museum here is full of old...
Okay, where is he going?
can I tell you about the ice mines? Sounds good. Let's keep going then. We have just one more stop before we're done with the tour, and it just happens to be my...
I find myself... Hey, be careful not to point that thing at me. I will not aid you in this.
Dream for the folks of Earth. Even before antique machines like automobiles were possible, horses could be found everywhere. You might have seen them in old movies or read about them somewhere. If not, I highly recommend looking into them sometime. They're beautiful animals. The tavern's original owner was infatuated.
Got away this time.
I'm out of here!
This is over.
I'm out!
I don't...
Don't say!
This is hopeless!
Get away!
Someone go get help, please! This isn't worth it!
They're long gone now.
Guess they're
Not
gone.
show his face again.
Someone needs to do something!
That delicious smell is making me hungry. Can I answer anything about the brown horse? Okay then. All right, we're headed to the last stop, right back where we began. Feel free to check out the museum exhibit in the main concourse here. These displays are full of rare earth trinkets salvaged from before humanity left, and Maurice is happy to talk about the collection. The museum's curator, Maurice, will be happy to talk to you if you want to know more. Well, that's that. I hope you enjoyed Starsap Tours as much as I enjoy giving them. You're welcome, and thank you for coming along. Remember to tell your friends all about it.
Make anything.
Take care.
You are really into chunks, huh?
Stand down now, or you will be executed. Medpack! I need a medpack!
very carefully before you speak. Have you lost your mind? Is there even a mind to lose? Do you even understand what you have done? That you would even suggest such a thing shows how little you understand. What is there to say? I do know that. I am trying to look past what you have done, but it is difficult. I would like to believe you mean it. I am going to do my best to get past this and continue our journey together. The next time we arrive in port, I am leaving. It would do you well to reflect on how you arrived here, and what you want from your future. I know I shall be doing the same.
Alrighty guys, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Look forward to more out soon. Bye guys.